Will it be Fury? Will it be Usyk? So many people, as you heard there, have got their own say, have they not? Let's get another one now, though, because the former world heavyweight and cruiserweight champion of the world, David Haye, joins us live on the show this morning. David, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you, David. Simon, myself, Martin, delighted you can join us so close to the fight. David, tell me, what are we about to witness?
Something that we've all been waiting for way too long, it feels. I've just got out to Saudi yesterday, doing some work for the TNT Sports box office. Very excited for this undisputed fight. And I'm really hoping there's a decisive victor at the end of it. I wasn't that heartwarmed by the fact in Tyson Fury's last fight, he won by such a wide margin on the scorecards. I'm no judge, but like the majority of people, I thought Ngannou had done enough to win, particularly with the knockdown. I'm hoping that those judges aren't in this fight and we get some fair judges to score the fight exactly as it is. Because if that is the case, I believe Usyk has the superior foot speed. He's been significantly more consistent in all of his world title fights. Tyson Fury has been up and down. He blows up in weight. He comes down in weight. He's in the ring. He's out the ring. He's had lots of issues all over the place. I think the consistency in Usyk from the amateurs, Olympic gold medalist, won all the belts at cruiserweight, and he's nearly won all the belts at heavyweight, bar the WBC. Tyson Fury, I think, is going to need to do something significantly more than he's ever done before. He's going to have to be on point like he's never been before, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
David, it sounds like you're leaning towards Usyk. Do you think, David, that the Tyson Fury that steps into fights that have jeopardy in them, that have real challenges? The Ngannou fight, I think most people think, unless you think differently, he took too lightly. I think when he fought Otto Wallin and made a difficult fight of that one, he took too lightly. But when he stepped in against Deontay Wilder and he stepped in against real challenges, his levels went up. Do you think that, given that he knows what he's facing now, that you'll see a much, much, much better version of Tyson Fury than we saw against Ngannou?
100%. The Tyson Fury that stepped in the ring out here in Saudi against Ngannou, it's a completely different fighter we'll see tomorrow night. I'm positive of that. He had no blueprint. He had no understanding of what Ngannou was bringing to the table. So it would have been difficult to train for someone like that. You've got nothing to watch, no footage other than the MMA fights that he's had. But with Usyk, he has a style. He's had a very similar style since he was an amateur, and it's very effective. He's got a good record against big guys. He doesn't get caught that often, and he's very slick, very, very mature. But he's also not a spring chicken. He's had a lot of rounds. There's a lot of wear and tear. Just look at the fight with Derek Chisora, which you may say he took lightly as well. I thought Derek Chisora beat Usyk that night. I thought it was a very, very close fight, and he really pushed Usyk to the wire because he got close and roughed up Usyk. He didn't have a boxing match with Usyk. If Tyson Fury applies a similar tactic that Derek Chisora did in terms of getting close, roughing him up, pushing the boundaries of the rules, hitting him behind the head, forearms, the way he forearmed Steve Cunningham, the slick cruiser.
Who dropped Fury, yeah.
He dropped Tyson. Yeah. It's because his feet were fast. He's in and out of range. Usyk does that. So he's going to need to slow the legs down. I heard yesterday there was some complaints about the ring canvas.
That's coming from Usyk, wasn't it?
Yeah, Usyk's team want a fast canvas. They want a canvas where he can move in and out of range with no trip hazards.
Which is ironic because Tyson said the same thing in the Klitschko fight, that he wanted a ring that did that. Exactly,
because Tyson was looking at doing the boxing in that fight.
Yeah.
This time he needs to go hunting the boxer. So ideally for Tyson, he'd have a nice thick canvas where it'd slow the legs of the superior foot speed.
But David, here's the thing. I've been hearing all week. A good big un always beats a good little un. But that wasn't the case. No, it's not. That wasn't the case when you went in with 7 foot Nikolai Valuev, my friend.
If all is equal, if there was a version of David Haye with all the same skills, same speed, same everything, but one version was 3 stone bigger, the 3 stone bigger version wins it falls equal. But skills are not equal. I believe Usyk's skill set is significantly enhanced compared to Tyson Fury's. Tyson Fury hasn't had to learn as many skills because he's so much bigger, has such longer arms, he's heavier, and has got a great chin. When he does mess up and get copped on the chin, he may go down, but every single time he's got back up to win. So he's got the physical advantages. Usyk has the strategy and the boxing brain. I'm just hoping that Usyk, you know, he's getting a little old now. He's had all of those 2,500 amateur fights, international high-level fights where he was in tough fights. And in his fight against Daniel Dubois, he won it comfortably, but the body shot / low blow that he received, nobody's sure whether he was severely winded or he was just taking a break because the referee said, you know, you got 5 minutes. So he just wanted to refresh himself. So definitely the body is a question mark in regards to Usyk. So I assume Tyson Fury is going to aim at the midsection.
David, what do you make of Fury's conditioning? I mean, we are seeing him probably go in the lightest he's going in for some time. And okay, it's an indication of he's taking this fight seriously. But what do you think it details about his strategy and his game plan to be as lean? Because he does look very lean, doesn't he, in Tyson Fury terms?
Well, yeah, for Tyson Fury, he looks very lean. If I turned up in that shape, everyone would say, what's going on?
Yeah.
But for you to get into the shape that he is, or compared to what he was last time, eat less junk food, do more exercise. That's what happens to the human body. And obviously, he's done more quality training and eaten less junk food and drunk less alcohol. So he's now optimal for him. He's as optimal as he's going to be. And he looks as good as I've ever seen him look. And I'm looking forward to seeing what his weight is on the scales tomorrow. But it's a good indication that he's taking the fights very seriously.
But you like to have a dig at Fury, though. You mean you and I are not on John Fury's wish list. You like to have a swipe at Fury whenever you can.
Be careful he doesn't headbutt you.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
But is that not the case, though? When I think back, I was glued to your fight with Valuev, and I saw him coming out, David. I thought, 7 foot, what's he going to do to David Haye? I think Valuev retired shortly after that, if memory serves me right. I mean,
yeah, he did. He retired after the fight, but the whole game plan for me fighting someone so much bigger is don't get hit. It sounds super basic, but you know, a big guy, someone who weighs 150 kilos, if they land a jab, it's the equivalent of a right hand of a cruiserweight. So I had to make sure the punch evasion was the top mission objective, and I was able to stay away from the big heavy shots for 12 rounds. And Usyk's got to do something similar. Although Tyson Fury isn't noted as a one-punch knockout specialist, obviously occasionally against like Dylan White, he's pulled one out the bag, but Tyson Fury normally grinds people down. And he's going to need to get close. And it's to getting close, that's where Usyk is going to have to use his counter-punching and his southpaw style, which Tyson Fury doesn't enjoy. He doesn't like southpaw style. Ngannou turned southpaw, and Tyson Fury had no answers. He didn't know what to do. Whether he's prepared or not, you'd have thought someone who's never had a boxing match trying southpaw and was able to negate all of Tyson Fury's attributes. It's a chink in Tyson Fury's armor.
Yeah. And I David, when you're closing your eyes and you're thinking about this fight, what do you envisage you're going to see? What is it that clearly I think you're leaning towards Usyk, but what is it you envisage is going to unfold in front of our eyes?
I think it's going to be a very high-level technical fight. I think even if Tyson Fury doesn't want that, he's going to be forced to, it's going to be a battle of that front leg. Whose leg is on the outside? Who's coming off the line with shots to the body? Usyk's always moving his head, always moving his feet, making sure Tyson Fury has to pick his legs up. That takes energy. I see a points decision. If there is a stoppage, I'd say I'd sway towards Tyson Fury for a stoppage if he's able to grind the smaller man down. I can't see any version of this fight where Usyk's able to knock Tyson Fury out. He hasn't shown anything in previous fights that he's a one-punch knockout specialist. But if it does go to points and it's remotely close, I see a majority draw. I think 2 of the judges will have it a draw, so we get the rematch. One judge, I think, I had a dream. I said yesterday, I had a dream of this fight. I thought Usyk won, and the judges called it a draw. I was kicking up a stink about it, but we then got the fight in, I think, September, October. They're talking about the second fight they're having, where we'll get a decisive victor. But I wouldn't be surprised if this fight is a draw, because the judges recently, it hasn't really made a lot of sense. But it would make sense for everybody if it is a draw. But it will be a fighting fight one way or another.
David, terrific to speak to you as always. Thanks for joining us, David Haye, over in Saudi for this one. Don't forget, you can watch Tyson Fury against Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight crown tomorrow night, TNT Sports. You can also follow talkSPORT's King of Kings watch along this Saturday night. Fury, Usyk, battle it out for the undisputed world heavyweight crown. We've got an expert team: Adam Cattrall, Spencer Oliver, former IBF world flyweight champion Sonny Edwards, and the legendary voice of boxing, Adam Smith, will dissect every moment of this fight. Fury Usyk, the watch along Saturday night from 9, talkSPORT and the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel.